not only PR8 doing amazing in every retrospect, this is the BCX champion of 2v2, together with Godly. Zen has been making waves in not only the NA pro scene, but in the international pro scene as well. So we're gonna have to see what he is capable of doing. We got Hardymj going up against Zen.
Yeah, this one's gonna be interesting because I could not tell you the last time I saw Hardymj make a deep run in brackets. So much so that a lot of people, I think, probably consider Hardy to be a bit washed, and I think Hardy's here to kind of silence the naysayers. I think hasn't had issue getting like 13th in a lot of tournaments. 9th also has been able to kind of park around there, but the top 8s have seemed to be elusive. Will today be another day where Hardy ends up just shy of top 8, or alternatively, will he be able to crack his way back in again? So far, it's looking like Zen has his number.
I think Hardymj is and is probably always going to be one of those players that you just always have to keep an eye out on, because the moment you look away, Hardymj is going to get in bracket and say, wait, hold up, who are you calling trash? And then get an amazing breakout performance. We've seen it multiple times. Hardymj surprising people left and right, getting amazing placements, and this could be a follow-up if he is able to surpass Zen, which is standing in his way. So far, it is looking like quite the even matchup as we are dipping into our second stock here.
Yeah, and one thing you have to remember, ooh, nice catch from Hardy there, is that when Greatsword first really started making its splash onto the scene, and I'm talking like post-patch Greatsword, not the broken one that everyone complained about, but post-patch Greatsword, Hardy for a while was considered the best Greatsword player in the world. Not so much anymore, right? We got players like Use really showing what that's all about, but Hardy did have that mantle for a while, right? And so now we have Zen going up against Hardy, who, as we were saying before, I think had the lifetime record by quite a bit. Zen's never won this matchup. Is today the first day?
I mean, Zen, I'm looking at those gauntlets. He was able to pull off a really clean combo just off the respawn to even this out. He has the weapon advantage. He tries to go for the guard, but Hardymj is going to be able to grab that out of his hands. And Hardymj, there you see a dedicated greatsword main, throwing that sword away, picking up the greatsword. Let's see what he's capable of doing with it.
Well, gets stuffed out on the side air there. Trying to get a dodge read out of Zen. Zen making it hard to get the setups even. Hardy gonna get a sidelight here. Tries to go for the N-Light bridge maybe, but Zen dodges after one. He's been dodging after one hit pretty consistently now. I think Hardy should be privy to it now. If he gets another sidelight, I think he's gonna read the dodge. Let's see.
Gets that full string out. Zen getting more and more damage. Going to get that poke out. Has to rack up quite a bit of damage before he's able to find a knockout. But I mean, hey, we're looking at a spear here. You get one cutscene, and that could be Hardymj in a really, really vulnerable position. But Hardymj playing very, very smartly right now, able to get a lot of aerial advantage out of Greatsword. Zen going for the immediate downlight instead of opting to go for a read. That could be his downfall.
Hardy realizing he's gotten the damage done at this point. He doesn't want to go for reads. He just needs stray hits. An N-Light in the corner on sword will be enough. D-Light recovery will be enough. And Hardy understands it. He's going for the more safe options to try and close this one out. But instead, throws away the sword, gets a Sayer, gets a star, goes for the weapon. It's not going to hit. Cutie's going to get the weapon spawn. And the Wu Shang classic, the down signature, is actually going to catch Hardy unaware there. That signature actually did get a nerf in the last patch. They made it so that I believe the maximum time you can charge it for got reduced, but even then, I don't know that there was much Hardy could do in that situation. The weapon spawn was not something he could have predicted right there, and it kind of ended up being the perfect weapon that Zen needed in the perfect spot. A little bit unfortunate, I think, for Hardy, but great awareness from Zen from making the best out of a pretty scary situation.
I mean, he could have gone for an unarmed ground pound there, but who would ever be able to find that in a situation like that? Even then, I'm not sure if he was going to be interrupting.
I think he still lose. Yeah, I still think he lose.
I mean, hey, it is the one move that I can think of that makes sense, but then again, Wu Shang signatures don't really make sense. So, I mean, that's going to be the knockout there. And I think one of a really pivotal moment in that game, oh my god, Zen.
That's the stock.
No options. Yeah, that's the stock. One of the most pivotal moments in the last game was Hardymj was looking so solid Zen disarmed him from that sword, and Hardymj, I mean, you're a great sword main through and through, but if you are looking at an enemy that's like Dark Rid, you want a sword to get that knockout.
Yeah, he tried, right? He got like one Sayer, couldn't get any D-lights, couldn't get the N-lights to connect, and then Zen was able to slowly but surely claw back into the match. Now Hardy, once again, on the regular sword, down by a full stock, and then some. This is looking quite a bit rough here. Zen is kind of holding center stage, and that's the way to play the game, right? You got center stage, just hold it, right? Wait for your opponent to come. You have supreme positioning. Hardy goes for the 50-50, guesses wrong on the side. It means that he's not going to be able to get the stock. Had he guessed correctly, it would have been an N-light, D-light, N-light finisher, but it's okay. Swaps over to the sword, gets that neutral signature, and that's enough to get the KO. Yeah, I think Hardy should lean into that signature more, because that one, you're not going to get punished for that one 90% of the time. Nice.
I mean, at this time, you have a lot of work to do to be able to catch up. He is going to, as you mentioned, pick up that 50-50, getting quite a nice string. But Zen able to respond very quickly with a knockout. Hardymj on the sword now has a lot of work left before he is going to be able to even this out. And Zen, I mean, Zen has already figured it out. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing.
This is like, it looks like a lead for Zen, but deceptively close. If Hardy gets a read here in the corner, he can actually KO Zen. But can he do it? There we go. N-light, sidelight, or N-light, D-light's not enough. It's like sidelight, N-light, D-light is what it was, but he just couldn't get it. Here, tries to go for the side stick, it's not going to connect. Tries to go for a grounded Sayer, that's not going to hit either because Zen jumps. Doesn't go for the down air. Hardy just can't get the hitboxes to connect.
Zen lining up so many attacks right now. Finds that sideline as well. Tries to go for the dare off of the read. Hardymj lucky to sustain his stock after something like that. But Zen able to pick up the double there into the weapon throw, into the recovery. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is some of the newest spear tech, I assume.
Wow. The weapon throw up, which already, if you're in Hardy's position, that's really hard to dodge, right? Like, I mean, that spear is so wide. There's not really much you can do to maneuver your way around it. So you get caught by that, you get staggered, and then the uppercuts to follow. Zen really closing that one out. That first game was the closest it's been. Already going back to Apocalypse here is going to try one more time, but so far, not looking great.
Combining some modern Brawlhalla gameplay with one of the oldest tricks in the book, the Hormuz weapon throw into the unarmed recovery, is going to seal the deal with what was an amazing replay we got to see. But we are going into our match point here. Zen, with an amazing showing so far in this set, is going to just need to close this out with 3 more knockouts. Hardymj, he has a long way to go at this point.
Oh yeah, and gets caught by the side there as well. Has to burn the recovery. Tries to go for the wild touch with the down air, and it's not going to be enough. We'll see how long it takes for Hardy to get this first stock. I think that's been the biggest difference, is that he kind of gets beaten up before he's able to take. I mean, he's been beaten up now. It's too late now. He's gotten way more damage than I think he's wanted to take on this stock, and he's leading into the end signatures that I was hoping he would do before, but Zen's not getting caught by it this time around. Tries to get the D-light, wants the recovery. Zen doesn't fall for it. Goes for the N-sig again, gets caught for it. Zen is just dodging all of the hitboxes and counter punching every single time. Can Hardy get the stock? That should be enough. Maybe a ground pound to close things out. No, tries to go for the down air and doesn't line it up, but that side air will finally get the stock. Can Hardy hold on and force the game number 5? Or 4, I guess.
I mean, in that first game, Hardymj had a strong first stock. He had a strong second stock, but then in the last stock, Zen was kind of able to run away with the lead. Second game comes around, Hardymj has a strong first stock, and then Zen takes the game from there. This time around, Zen is strong even from the very, very beginning. What does that tell us? It tells us that Zen has been making some adaptations, and they are paying off right now as he is making Hardymj struggle here on the offstage. He's going to be able to get back up, though, with a great sword in hand. He's getting some extra damage, but you are going to need to go for extra credit at that point.
Yeah, and you can even see a Hardy is kind of leaning into these reads, right? Which the greatsword, a great weapon if you're able to get reads, but also a great weapon if you try to react as well. He's been going for these sidelights, trying to read what Zen is going to do. Nice read on the jump out of disadvantage there. Not going to be enough to get the stock. Tries to get that side air, it's not enough. But I would love to see if Hardy would try to react more to some of these dodges instead of trying to read them. It might be a little bit too late though. That's an opportunity. He reacts to that one. And that's what I like to see. Hardy is back in the game and is going to be sticking with the regular sword. Did you want that? And it's 2 unarmed neutralites. Oh, that is unfortunate. Now he is starved and hungry, but a lucky weapon spawn saves that. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're back.
Found that landing punish, tried to immediately go for a massive offstage play. Zen is hungry right now. 1 knockout away from securing a place in the top 8. And Zen finally avenging bit by bit that lifetime history they had. 100% win rate from Hardymj. He's going to be coming back with a 3-0 game, advancing into top 8.
There we go. Hardy out at 9th, trying to make